Okay, here is the trade recap for Tuesday, July 28th. I took one trade so far. I'm also going to recap my Asia session trade from yesterday just because it falls under the same trading day as today. Um, I'm going to start with this New York AM trade just because it's fresh on my mind though. So, market opened here. I'll mark this out. The market opened on this dotted line. We immediately sold off. I wanted shorts today just because the overall trend on the 1 hour and the 4 hour are both bearish. So why would I ever try longing off of this? It just doesn't make sense in my head. The odds of us winning a trade go way up if we're in shorts based on this trend. And then we didn't get much of a liquidity sweep today, which was kind of a bummer. I would have ideally liked to see us like sweep out these highs and then rotate lower, but we just started selling off market open. And so I didn't force anything too crazy. I did take one trade. I'm going to show you guys. So this 5-minute gap, we created a few of them on NQ. This one, this gap, and you can see we obviously tapped into this gap and then we tapped into it again, and it looks like we're about to tap into it again. What I'm waiting for right now is for this 5-minute gap to get tapped into before I take another trade. I might take another trade later this afternoon if we can tap into this gap and show some bearish signs out of it. But as of right now, I'm just going to leave it with that one trade. So this is the trade. We tapped into this 5-minute gap. And then on the 1 minute, I didn't take this originally because I thought we'd get into here. And then this is the trade. The RR wasn't great either. I entered right. For some reason, this doesn't look familiar to me. I don't know what. Sorry, 1 second. Why is this not? Oh yeah, it was right here. So I wanted shorts. My stop was less than this though. It was if we inversed. What the hell? Oh yeah, it was right here. If we inverse this gap, which I mean, I got stopped out really fast, and then we immediately reversed. So if I'd have my stops up here, this trade would have hit. But I didn't. My stops here. So this was an L. I ended up losing $137 across my fundeds. And my take profit probably would have been a bit lower as well. I'm not gonna mark that out right now just because the trade didn't even hit. But yesterday, I want to show you guys the trade I took last night. So this is on NQ. I would say like 90% of my trades are on NQ. Yesterday we banged. Just want to make sure I have it exactly right where I was. My trading gets a little jumbled, but I want to make sure I have it right. Yeah. I entered at 1-2. I have a screenshot of it. That's what I'm looking at. I entered at 128. Let me go to the 1 minute so I can show you guys. So, and then my final TP was 939. I didn't hit full TP. I had TP1 right here. TP2 was right here. And TP3 was all the way down here. So what happened, the reason I took this trade is, what the heck? Reason for the trade, obviously we're bearish. But on the, I think it was the 15 minute. Oh yeah, right here. So we have this 15-minute fair value gap last night. It got filled perfectly. And we wicked down. And so I was waiting. I would have preferred to get a better entry up here, but then we filled the rest of this, and we entered in. I entered an equilibrium of this, and then so equilibrium. When I say that, I mean this swing high to the swing low, and I got in as soon as we rejected off equilibrium. And there was also a 5-minute gap as well there. Yeah. So yeah, those are the two trades. I hit TP1, I hit TP2, and then I was waiting to hit TP3, but I moved my stops to TP1 after TP2 got hit. And then we obviously got stopped out at TP1. I made $500 across across 7 accounts. So I think it was $3,500 I made last night. And then this morning we lost 137 across 7 accounts. So yeah, you do the math. Close to 1,000, I think. But yeah, that's all for me. I'll be on this evening. So tune in there if you want to watch me on live, and then also tomorrow morning.